ahead. We have a viewer. Actually, we have a couple of viewers, and on both sides of this question, which is also fairly common, viewers who want to know about what one viewer describes as the dog protection bills. Senate File 1316, House File 1299. These are the what I call the trapping bills. Very strong views on both sides of these on this issue. And one viewer noted that this is multiple sessions that there hasn't seen action on this and wants to know if this is the session where there will be action. Let's start with you, Representative Baker. Anything going on in that territory?
We had some trappers in this week, and I had a really good conversation. I am absolutely not an expert on this area, but I do know a few people in my area that have taken great strides to make sure that this trapping issue and the dilemma is addressed. I think they actually came in and showed me a lot of the traps that they're selling today are very safe, or I should say very thoughtful when it comes to not wanting to catch an animal like a dog that would be kind of roaming around. They showed me the tubes that they go into. They're not a typical of the claw type of a snap that you can think of. Nobody wants to see a dog or a domestic animal in a trap. Trapping is important for our industry in our state. Trapping is important so that we keep the beaver dams down and the other things that cause problems if we don't manage those kind of resources. So again, it's a delicate balance. I don't think that we are doing a bad job in Minnesota. I think we can always look at other things, but it's an important industry in Minnesota. I think they're doing a lot of good things to make sure that they're doing it as safely as they can. Again, I appreciate hearing from both sides of this issue, and I heard from the trappers this week. I need to hear more from others as well. But again, I'd like to recognize the work that they've done to try to recognize some of the concerns that they've had.
Senator Weber, trapping.
Well, I agree with what Representative Baker has said. The trapping industry has made good progress, and we cannot pass the type of trapping prohibitions that are wanted out there. Even in my area, we see substantial beaver activity in some of our drainage systems, which cause flooding and problems for the farming community, for our local roads, and it's important to have a healthy trapping industry to control those situations. And I don't. Number one, I'm not going to vote for any of the trapping bills that have been offered so far. And I think at this point, it might be difficult to see any of them go through this year. Time will tell.
Senator McEwen?
Yeah, I have to say that I'm not, I feel like I have to defend the beaver here. Beaver are an amazing species and do amazing work out in our forests. But I also am quite sympathetic to the fact that there are a number of people in our state who make their living and who support their families through trapping. That I'm very sympathetic with. I'm looking at these bills right now. I haven't made a hard decision on it. I'm overall not a fan of trapping. I think it's something that's pretty rough. So I'm taking it under consideration right now. I'll be taking a look at those bills in detail.